Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Alma, Missouri. We are in the month of June, and as you can see, there are a few different items that have come up for sale in the sale page. But first, let's feed Mr. Romeo, the goodest of boys, the best bunny chaser. Oh yeah, good boy, good boy. Give him another Scoots Pets. Oh yeah, right behind the ears, always. So yeah, let's take a look at the messages for the what we got. Ooh, a Crampy SKS 30/1050. This is a mod. This is a very good mod. This is a mod that will carry everything that we could ever hope and dream for. Do we want to go unrealistic? That would bump it up to 76,000. We could always do the unrealistic later. What is it? Oh, it's changing the tires. Additional lights. Yeah, we gotta have all the lighting on. Design 1 takes off all the stuff on the side. Design 2 puts it on. Design 3, 4. I mean, we gotta go through and see this stuff. I mean, ooh, international. Yeah, we wouldn't. I don't think we would need, really. And this is something that we'll think about it. We'll think about this, you know? Oh, that's a cover. Like, what did it change? We will think about this. Should be in the store for a little while longer. We've already got one of those. We don't need any more. We've already got one of those. We don't need those right now. We already got one of those. We just sold that back in April. Yeah, we're not buying any of that stuff. But anyway, you know, now that we got the little rabbit trail of market sell supply stuff taken care of, what do we got to do? We've got 2 fields. Field 8, Field 39, and Field 4. What are they? Oh, that's it. What? Why? Oh, grass. That's why. Those are my grass fields. Those will wait until July. But Field 8, the good old barley. Yep, grass fields are going to wait. And those 2 fields are going to wait. What are those 2 fields? Oh, we got some oats. And we got some wheat. All right, cool. So we can go ahead and we can get Field 8 done today. While we're doing that, let's take a look at the contracts. Okay, fertilizing we're not going to do. Spraying we're not going to do. Stone picking, weeding. I mean, there is another weeding contract that we could do while we do our harvesting. if we want to buy a few extra things, you know, like that trailer, granted, we won't be able to move it yet. So I'll actually set it up at the store if we do buy that. But an extra $31,000 in our pocket, or you know, $30,500. I think that would be a good idea. Let's go ahead and get that done. And let's get that set up. Because it's, you know, a hop, skip, and a jump away from our farm. So we just as well get it going. While we got horses to tend to. We can make those quick. We can just skip through the horses. We ran the horses last month. We got to make sure that the animals are fed. We've got to actually make sure that we get our dairy and stuff taken care of. So we'll do that when this is going. We'll take care of our dairy. We'll take care of our animals. And then we will meet you back here when we're all done doing our running around stuff. Or maybe we'll turn the radio on. I haven't decided yet. We'll figure it out. It's nice having this field actually close by to us. You know, it's a contract, so we don't got to worry about, you know, crop destruction. As you can see, it's got tram lines in it. But anyway, we're going to let Mr. James, we got the J's. James and Jamies. We'll let them take care of that. And let's go check on the animals, just to make sure everything's good. Okay, we got 43,000 liters of food, 6,000 liters of milk in there. We've got 25,000 liters of straw. We are good there. And the animals over here, we got 59,000 liters of food. Let's check the dialogue, because I would just want to see. Okay, so they don't have any meadow. They're eating off the grass. So it's a good thing that I gave them some grass over the winter time. So, alright, they're good there. Whoop. Got a little too much pep in my step today. Okay, so we got almost a full container of milk there. That's fine. We got our truck all set up. We'll get her hooked up. We'll get her started. And what we'll do is we will grab the pallet of milk, load it into the bed, take it all up at one shot, and then we'll come back for the trailer and do it all over again. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. While that's unloading there, let's check to see. Okay, we got one pallet of butter and one pallet of cheese in storage. We've got unsalted butter. So we got 4 unsalted butters, 2 pallets of cheese total. Okay, so I think that is about what it has been. Let's go back to the farm. Oops, sorry. Scratch up our truck. Oh, okay. We missed Lisa. Let's go grab our trailer, bring it down. I mean, we could do it with this truck and do 2 pallets at a time, but I'd rather not. Yeah, we would be done by the time we get back. But I'd still rather not. We will in the near future, I would say before the year is up. Oh, okay, the weeding contract is going. It's at 1%, so that is good. So we will be able to make that $30-some thousand on it. We do have the wool that we can sell. The price is probably not going to be the best that it should be. Let's just go ahead and we'll check when we drop this trailer off to see what the price is going to be. Because the wool we can always save. We got the John Deere and Case parked side by side. Red and green festivities going on. Must be Christmas time or something. Or Christmas in June. Something like that, I guess. I don't know. Oh. Okay, while we are... Let's get this a little closer. Disconnect. And let's check. And of course, the cell thing decides to... Okay, we are set up in 15 minutes, so that's good. Alright. Wool. Okay, we are still at a decent price. We can sell it for $1,050, which is just a little off. But if we hold off on that until next April, when the price is going to be the highest again, that means we're going to have to buy a storage container to put that stuff in. Okay. I'm not entirely upset with that. We just put 6,000 liters of milk in, so we're up to now 16,000. We just put almost 1,000 liters of goat milk in. So the production could be... That's the one thing I didn't look at, was to see how much milk we actually had in there at the beginning of the month when we took our stuff over. I want to say we took like 9 or 10,000 liters over there, but let me, because it's me, because I'm old school, this is the start of June. We had 16,374. And we will see if me writing down a note on a piece of paper will indicate if next month when we sell our milk again, or take our milk up there, if it produces more than, or if the production's running through it faster than we're bringing it up. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get the trailer hooked up. And since that stuff is a kind of a perishable thing, we're gonna, until we can get like a cold storage where we can store it for a length of time, we're just gonna start selling that stuff right away. So I believe that stuff will go to the supermarket, which is right across the street, and we'll probably only get maybe like $10,000 out of it, but $10,000 still helps us out. Corn is looking good. The sorghum is looking good. And the corn this year, we're actually going to harvest it. And in the fall, we have plenty of silage set up in our bunker. You know, we're sitting at, you know, just over 2 million liters of silage. We've got all those silage bales that we're trying to run through. So this year, the corn crop, we're actually going to be able to keep for ourselves. And with that, I hear that there is a very interesting item that we can use called a corn dryer. And with that, the price of corn actually goes up if we sell the dry corn. And when we make the dry corn, then we can also do something with what's called a popcorn. So there's a popcorn selling station or a production station up here. Let me just look in the old thing. See, we got the bakery, biogas, corn dryer. That's in town. So it uses propane, takes 100 corn or 1,000 corn to 1,000 dried corn. So we're using propane, and I'm not sure what the cost of the propane is, but we got this popcorn production, and it takes dried corn and butter for the buttered popcorn, and then dried corn to popcorn. Cycles per month 2,400. So each pallet is, my guess, 2,000 liters. So we're getting 2 pallets of that, 2 pallets of, actually 3 pallets of that. What's funny, it's 4 to 3. We use 1 butter. So we may buy a cold storage production sooner than we think. But where is this production at? We'll figure it out. While we're here, let's take a look at we got bottled goat milk. We're at the bottom of the price. The supermarket's definitely going to be the best. We have cheese. Again, at the bottom. Supermarket's going to be the best. And then we have some butter. Bottom. Popcorn production, supermarket. Yep. The bakery is a little bit higher price for that. And the other two didn't sell at the bakery. So let's go ahead and we'll finish loading this up. We got our bakery tagged. Where's the bakery? Oh, the bakery's right there. We can just back right up to it. So then we got cheese and milk there. So we made 2, 3, 4, $4,000. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. I can deal with that. But if we're gonna buy the popcorn production, which we need to find on the map, and when we get to the supermarket, we'll take a look. Okay, we're all clear. Supermarket is on the back side here. And, okay, Hardware Bob. Yep, supermarket. We see the sign there. Excellent. 5, 6, 7. So we made $11,000. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, we got the Hardware Bob, we got the Central Cafe. And we got a drop-off point for something over here. All right, let's find the popcorn place. Okay, so we got the ketchup. We got popcorn's up there. Let's go tag it, and we'll just drive on up. See what's going on with it up there. At least they make it so that you can actually turn around a trailer here. So that's pretty good. Let's cross the railroad tracks. The train just came through, if I remember correctly. we'll see how much the popcorn place is. Okay. And there's the trigger right there. Let's go take a little walk. Yeah, we're not buying that right now. We are not going to buy that right now. But what we are going to do is we'll buy this right now. Alright, so we're going to stick with the realistic side. Continental is the cheapest. Additional lighting doesn't cost anything. We can take the decals off. We can change this to let's find the carbon fiber black. I don't want crampy. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. And if we really needed to, we can get one of these dollies. It's only 16% off, so about 20,000 bucks. But we can always rent a semi. Yeah, we should be good. Let's go ahead and get back to the truck. Let's head on home. I need to give this guy a bath. She's a bit dirty. Yeah, popcorn production is definitely not on the radar right now. Maybe in the fall. But as of right now, not so much. Alright, we made it back in one piece before allergy season really kicked in. Yeah, that was rough. Yes. Okay, so we have our barley to harvest, so we got to get the combine and the everything taken over there. And I won't unfold this thing until we get over there. Just because we're going to be up against buildings and I don't want the pipe to, excuse me, auger. It's an auger, not what they tell you it is in the settings. It's always an auger. And I don't feel like driving this entire trailer over. I just wanted to get it out into the open. And then we'll come on back. Because we'll need a trailer. Okay, I'm jumping back into this because I noticed something when I was rolling my soybean field. I was wondering why I had two streaks run through my field that I couldn't roll. And as you can see, the lime's down. Well, unbeknownst to me, Mr. David decided to put tram lines in his field, which caused tram lines to go into my field. Can you say I'm a little upset? A little's an understatement. A little upset is an understatement. And because this is soybeans, yeah, we got that guy weeding. I'm gonna save up everything I can to buy this blasted field and take it from David. We're in 100% save mode, folks. Because that right there is an absolute travesty, because they're, you know, that upsets me. But this field's been on the radar. We'll own everything in this section here soon enough. Yeah, we'll get field 9. We'll get the soybeans. I want this one. I don't think we can buy that one yet. But yep. Ugh, God dang. That just. Okay. Rant over. Normally I wouldn't do that either, but that was when I saw that, it was like, what in the bloody blue blazes happened? And now I know why. All right. Back to it. barley harvest is done. Next month we got 2 more fields. We averaged right at 100% for the majority of that field for the bonus, which is very good. When I did the wheat last season on that field, it was almost 1 complete lap around the headland to get it done. So yeah, that was a good feeling. Let's get all of our stuff home, and then we will take a look at that contract that we got. And during the harvest, at one of the points I was unloading into the trailer, I went and checked on it real quick. Yeah, let's just say I should have known better. Step on out here. I want to see what we got for barley in our bins. Oh, we got over 100,000 liters of barley. That's very good. Can't complain with that at all. Over here. It's still all ready for the next harvest, which is going to be either wheat or oats. And now, so yeah, we needed to do this. And my entire thought process is 2 possibilities. Possibility number 1, it was only taking care of the weeds in the tram lines. Possibility number 2, the growing stage is at 3 of 7. Generally, if we go to these weeds, we're using, one of these 2, Aerostar Classic. That's just, yep. So the Aerostar Classic 2400. Weeds pull out small grown weeds between crops, improving the field state. They can only be used in the first growing stage. So the reason why it only got 9% was it was a 2-parter. Part 1 is the stage that it was in is in stage 3. So it's already too tall to weed. And then the second part is it was only picking up the weeds that are in the tram lines. First part is 100% the issue. The second part is an estimated guess on the amount of tram lines in the field. So yeah, that was an absolute waste. I mean, they did complete the entire thing because the tractor was parked. Well, that's just a bummer because that was a contract I was looking forward to collecting the money on. So we're going to have to cancel that, which means we're out that 959 bucks. So we will think about doing this one. In fact, we will do that one. We'll use our own equipment. We'll drive, well, instead of driving our stuff all the way over there, it's going to be $2,000 out of there, $50,000. Yeah, we're gonna use their equipment. We will use our tractor and trailer, and possibly lease a combine. So I'm gonna jump into our tractor. We're gonna get that driven up there, and we will meet you all over in the field as we begin to harvest. All right, we are back on this wheat contract, or barley contract, and I contacted the owner of the field. Gosh darn, I forget who it was. Let me turn this corner and let me look at the documentation for this. I want to make sure everybody is aware of what's going on. As soon as I turn the corner here and GPS turned on and the cruise control set, we'll jump into the old setting here. Who was the contract through? Okay, this one is through Noah. I contacted Noah and I asked them about the straw. Oops. I'm using my mouse to do all the sudden movement. Sorry about that. And he mentioned that, he doesn't care about the straw, and I asked if we could have it, and he said, go for it. It's more work for us to come back and pick it up, and he's graciously allowed us to take the straw from this field. So we are going to attempt to collect the straw, and I don't know if I'm going to bale that or if I'm going to grab a forage wagon. I'll probably do something. If I do anything, I mean, we can bale it, and that's no big deal. But if we do something, we're probably going to do, one of these options here. The working with, we can keep standard. The capacity, take it up to the 5 million size. Or we just come back and bale it. I'll figure it out when we're all done. I want to get his crop harvested for him real quick, and we'll do some things where I'm not going to show the entire field harvest because we just did our own barley, but we'll come back and we'll do some time lapses here and there in this, just to continue to show. We'll update ourselves as we go. All right, we got the first official headland done. And we're going to start going on the down and backs. And I've already unloaded the harvester 3 times. The first time I was 12,000 liters, but I was right beside the trailer, so I dumped it. The second time, in fact, I can't have that. And we're full again. We've done 3 unloads so far, and this is unload number 4. The first time the trailer I unloaded, my tractor was right beside the trailer, and I decided to just, give it a quick empty. While I was right there, it was around like 12,000 liters. The second and third times, harvester was full. So it's probably a good idea that we bought that 60,000 liter semi-trailer. So once I get these all taken care of, I'm going to go back to the store, pick it up. I've already rented a semi to pull it. That was $3,500 or something like that to lease the trailer or the semi tractor. So that's not a big deal. That's just a little bit of money out of our profits. But yep, this is going to be a long process, and we'll just keep chugging away. We'll come back for periodic updates. Well, our semi-trailer is almost full. It's at 50,000 of 60. Our 2 smaller trailers being pulled by the tractors are emptied. And we are probably about 75% full in our hopper. Chugging away. Doing a nice orchestra of events here. Taking different vehicles, setting destinations to where they need to go. He's on his way. Back from being unloaded. This guy right there. It's only got like 6,000 liters in. Yep. Just playing the good old song and dance, rotating vehicles around to keep us moving as quickly as possible with a one-man team. So we're just trucking away. I know we're over 50% done with the field, and when we're all done with this, we cannot collect the contract. We need to come back and make sure we get all of the straw gathered off, either by bale or by forage wagon. I think I'll do by bale, and probably won't show any of that just because I'm trying to get it done as fast as possible. But we'll come on back when we're done, or most of the way done with this field. Alright. We're back. The field is done. The harvester is completely loaded up, or completely unloaded, I should say. It's empty. And I'm driving all of our vehicles over for a nice little, Instagram picture. No, for the grams, we say. This doesn't go on Instagram. We don't have an Instagram. Maybe we will in the future. But yeah. I just want a nice little lineup shot for, posterity purposes. Showcase the equipment we use on large contracts. And we'll park this guy at a diagonally. We got two trailers to unload here. Luckily for us, when we got done there, we're at 98%. Normally I like to leave, these large contracts especially, I like to leave both trailers full. And I wasn't exactly thinking when we did that. And yeah. We got lucky. We were able to complete it all. And we'll kind of get everything framed up. That looks like a pretty good picture. I like that one. That looks pretty good. All of our equipment lined up, which is something you would do after completing a harvesting contract in real life, When you're done for the day, you would bring everything over to a centralized location, park it all nice and straight. And that way when people drive by, they can see the row of equipment, Just kind of like, oh, look, that's cool, All of the different equipment. We've got that nice Fendt Vario tractor with the power tube. The power tube, I wish it would have had the extension on it to hold, 51 or 53,000 liters. We got our John Deere 8R with the crampy big boy ram body or whatever it is. We got our brand new trailer with a rented semi, and we will be buying a different semi when the time comes. But yeah, we also have to make sure we get the baling done. So we'll be doing that baling off stream. We'll get that done, taken care of. The horse riding, the rest of the animal care, all be done off stream as well. And we'll come back in the next month when we have more harvesting to do. Okay, so we just got done baling, and I'm going to insert this video in right before the cutoff ending. And as you can see, the baler's still running. We just got done baling up field 24. And I'll add another little snippet in of all the bales. But this is an oh my gosh moment. It's gonna take me a long time to get these bales out of here. That's a lot of bales. That's a lot of bales. I'll insert the quantity at the very end as well. I'll stack them up outside of the trigger just to show you. Okay, as you can see behind me, we have nothing but round bales. If we take a look at our bale storage, down in the bottom right, it says we have 51 out of 800. And it's all round bales. Okay? So, that's all of our hay bales. That's all of our silage. Just to put in perspective what we got. We got over here 136 square bales of hay. So, if we come over here, I mean, that doesn't look that bad. I think that's 60 right there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And yes, I did rent the trailer, so the truck and trailer combo is rented. But there's another stack behind it. There's 55 in that stack. We're sitting pretty on straw bales. Let's put it that way. We got 115 straw bales off of And as soon as this thing does this thing, you know, off of field 24, which is 51 acres. Yeah. Yeah. I drove over the field twice just to make sure that we got everything. We still got to collect. Let's do a little speed run. As you can see there in the distance. A little faster, a little faster, a little faster. All of our straw bales from our barley field. Yeah, we still got to collect those bad boys up. So yeah, we're going to be sitting very good on straw bales. I'm looking forward to it. As always, I want to thank you all for joining me today, for liking, commenting, subscribing to the video, subscribing to the channel, I should say. Thank you all. And until the next time we meet on Alma, Missouri, we'll catch you later. Bye, everybody.